Throughout motorsport, engineers have done some truly insane things just for a shot at the top. Some cars, only the engineer could love. A car with 6 wheels. What about 4 engines? Or something even stranger? Today we're diving into the ugliest, wildest machines to ever hit the track. From manufacturers taking huge gambles, to backyard engineers figuring out aerodynamics, to teams bending every rule in the book. One thing's for sure, these are some downright bizarre wheels. Oh, and by the way, this is my 200th video special, so if you like the video and subscribe, maybe I'll convince myself to make another one of these. Formula 1 cars are usually seen as some of the most beautiful machines created by man, sculpted, fast, and precise. But sometimes, engineers push the limits of what's physically possible, and what the rulebooks will tolerate. The Tyrrell P34 was the most famous 6-wheeled F1 car, and for a good reason. It was remarkably successful during its short run in 1976 before the FIA banned it in 1977. It ran 2 wide Goodyear slicks at the rear and 4 tiny tires up front. Those smaller fronts caused plenty of headaches, issues Goodyear initially wanted to ignore. Drivers described the P34 as unusually gentle to steer, almost like it had power steering. Tyrrell wasn't the first to try 6 wheels, but they arguably did it the best. After their success, several teams followed suit until the FIA shut the whole concept down. Our next 6-wheeled oddity isn't as well known, but I'd say it's even cooler. The March 240, which honestly sounds more like a date when the red fog rolls in. Designer Robin Hurd saw the P34 and thought, hey, we should try that. This machine flips the Tyrrell's layout, 4 driven wheels at the rear, 2 steering up front. Unfortunately, March was bleeding money during 1976 and 77, so corners were cut. They reused old parts and adapted their custom 4-wheel axles to fit existing 761 chassis. It never made an official race debut, but was tested at Silverstone, surprisingly quick, even in the rain. In 1979, Roy Lane fitted the transmission to a March 771 chassis for hill climb events before it was retired and returned to March. The Williams FW15C looks normal at first glance. Just another early 90s F1 car, but its magic was hidden inside the carbon fiber monocoque. It packed a semi-automatic transmission that functioned like a racing-grade CVT. And no, not the slippy kind in a Nissan Altima. This one kept the Renault V10 screaming at peak power the entire lap. Out of 16 races, the FW15C finished top 3 in 15 of them, with 10 pole positions. The sound of that 13,800 RPM V10 paired with the seamless CVT transmission was unreal, like a banshee howling through every corner. If you know the name Gordon Murray, you probably think of the McLaren F1, but before that, he gave us the Brabham BT46B. It ran a massive fan at the rear that sucked air from the underneath of the car, generating ground effect downforce at any speed. The car won the 1978 Swedish Grand Prix before being withdrawn amid political pressure and outrage from competitors. Now, not every weird car comes from Formula 1. Ever heard of Eagle Aviation? They built crop dusters and small planes. So, naturally, they decided to build an Indy car. The result was a disaster. Their 1982 Eagle Aviation Flyer ran a dated Chevy V8, crude aero, and stretched a ridiculous 118 inches long, 1 inch longer than a 1969 Lincoln Continental Mark III. An airplane company hired to build a race car somehow built a boat. As expected, this land yacht of an Indy car was quickly shelved. Touring cars blur the line between road car and race car. Some stay recognizable, others ditch appearance for speed. In 1993, Volvo partnered with TWR for the British Touring Car Championships' new Super Touring class. Instead of a sleek sedan, they ran the Volvo 850 Estate, a full-blown wagon with its 2-liter inline 5. It wasn't the quickest thanks to the aero, but it definitely turned heads. Japan, on the other hand, went off the rails with the Toyota Prius GT300. The front-wheel drive grocery getter was transformed into a rear-wheel drive mid-engine V6 hybrid monster. It even scored podiums at Fuji in 2013 and stayed competitive throughout 2014. Peugeot also joined the chaos with their 806 Pro Car, a full minivan that raced in the 1995 24 Hours of Spa. It lasted 10 hours before mechanical failure, but the sight of a minivan trading paint on a racetrack was unforgettable. Then you have the Renault Espace F1, a minivan built around F1 hardware, complete with a screaming V10 under the hood. It never raced, but remains one of the wildest marketing stunts ever. And let's not forget the Ford Supervan Mark I, basically a GT40 chassis wearing a trainset body. It thundered around Brands Hatch in Silverstone in the early 70s before being disassembled. Simple idea, perfect chaos. Circle track racing is about turning left, fast, but turning one way can get tricky when physics keeps trying to throw you in the other direction. Many redneck scientists have tried their own forms of engineering to beat that. Take Smokey Yunick's 1964 Indy 500 entry, for example. He strapped a sidecar pod to an Indy car, a capsule car funded by George Hurst, for around $40,000, about $400,000 in today's money. Powered by an Offie 4-cylinder and driven by Bobby Johns, it never qualified but became one of racing's greatest what-ifs. It looked part spaceship, part super modified, all madness. Then there's Kenny Reese, a true madman of the short track scene. His car, nicknamed the 3-to-1, had, you guessed it, 3 wheels on one side, 1 on the other. The heart of it was a ZL1 427 from a Can-Am car, mounted sideways on the left, entirely behind the front axle. Technically a mid-engine. Tested in 1979 at Honda's TRC facility in Ohio, it pushed such violent cornering G-forces that driver Tim Richmond's helmet came undone. On a super speedway test, it clocked 200 miles per hour. Before it could race, Oswego Speedway quickly changed the rule books. 4 tires, 2 per side, period. The car was stripped and crushed, gone forever. In the 1970s, late models were where redneck ingenuity meets aerodynamics. Builders realized that a wedge-shaped body sliced through the air more efficiently, birthing the wedge car era. Charlie Schwartz built some of the most extreme examples, cars that looked like flying doorstops. But by the 1980s, late models were covered in sails and side wings, maximizing cornering grip. They looked like giant billboards on wheels. Perfect responses, if nothing else. Modern rules have tamed the madness, but special events like Run What You Brung still let these aerodynamic freaks out to play. Sprint cars come in every shape imaginable. We're talking midgets. Sprint cars powered by 4 cylinders under 2.7 liters. Small cars, huge power. 300 to 425 horsepower, with power-to-weight ratios rivaling Indy cars. Then you got 3/4 midgets, using 1.2-liter motorcycle engines. Most drivers mount their engines to the left for balance, but Matt Roselli, a big guy himself, mounted his engine on the right side for better weight distribution. It looked bizarre, but it worked, proving once again that logic sometimes follows the driver, not the rulebook. When it comes to Can-Am, many people know about the insane Shackled 2J, a car with a radical ground effect fan powered by a tiny 2-stroke snowmobile engine. But what if I told you it could get even crazier? Enter the Max Special, 4 Rotax snowmobile engines, 1 for each wheel, making 110 horsepower each, a total of 440 horsepower and all-wheel drive. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It sucked. At Laguna Seca 1970, mechanical failures plagued it during qualifying, managing just a 1-minute 29-second lap time, 12 seconds slower than the second slowest car, while the Chaparral 2J ran under 59 seconds. Max Special never raced again, but man, it was gloriously absurd. Now, 4 snowmobile engines weren't enough for you. Check out Tommy Ibo's Showboat. This monster ran 4 Buick Nailhead V8s, a combined 30.4 liters and reportedly over 2,000 horsepower, all on a single car. And it didn't just exist in theory, it tore up exhibition tracks for years, leaving crowds staring at the audacity of it all before finally being retired and shelved in a museum as a shining monument to automotive insanity. Finally, what's better than 4 tires? 6. Again. Enter Nivelle Laker's Mazda 323 6x6, a home-built hill climb monster from New Zealand. Laker added 2 front steering axles for maximum grip and ran 2 turbo engines, one in the front and one in the back, either 1.6 liter or 1.8 liter engine. The driver's seat had to be moved backwards and centered just to fit it all in. It thundered up local hill climbs like Race to the Sky, with wings big enough to shame an aircraft. Little is known about it today, except that Laker still has the car tucked away somewhere. From 6 wheels to sideways engines, from fan cars to flying doorstops, these machines prove one thing: racing is never just about speed. It's about imagination, chaos, and a little bit of insanity. Some of these creations got banned, some blew up, and a few just vanished into history. But for a brief, glorious moment, they all existed. They roared, they broke the rules, and they reminded everyone that progress doesn't come from playing it safe. Maybe the strangest cars of all are the ones that remind us what racing is really about. Chasing the impossible, just to see if we can catch it. Because at the end of the day, if it makes noise, burns fuel, and scares the rulebook, someone, somewhere, is going to try and race it. And honestly, the sport has been way too normal ever since.
If you have made it this far through the video, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. When it comes to videos like these are not going to be a insanely regular thing, because they take so much time. If I were to do that, I would barely even be able to upload 1 video a month at that rate. I do intend on doing a part 2 of this video, but it's probably going to be a while. I want to go back to uploading regular game clips, and I plan on starting a playthrough of some games that I haven't played before and whatnot. I've been doing everything in my power to make the quality of my videos better and better as time has gone on. I've been doing YouTube for well over 10 years, and it's only going up from here. It's just getting better. I figured out my issues with rendering videos, and now they're coming out in much higher quality. I got a microphone now, so now you can hear me much better compared to the headphones that I was using previously. I definitely plan on doing another one of these, and I look forward to making it. Well, if you've liked the video, feel free to yet again hit the subscribe button and like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Can I talk my shit again? Can I talk my shit again?